morning, visionaries. So weirdly, I was talking about me not really identifying with the culture to someone last night, and I used the reference of, for example, the line dancing, the country music, well, country hip hop. I don't know how you say it. I don't know what you call that genre. I know there's probably a name for it, but I don't know that. But wearing the cowboy clothes, and then welfare's that right? I'm talking about that. The whole I use that as an example of like how culture is a beast and how it's sweeping over Black culture. I keep telling you guys this, and you say that you're not influenced by each other, but you are. But I use that as an example because I said I don't identify with the music. I really don't like that style of music, and I really don't identify with the dressing. Like cowboy attire doesn't really, and I'm not going to force it if it doesn't. But that's culture. A lot of Black people will just do what's trending. Black culture in itself is its own internet. Like this is why they call things Black Talk and the Black Twitter, and you know what I mean, because I keep saying this, but we must follow each other. We must influence each other. To feel Black enough. I don't know. It's just something that I've noticed. Anytime I'm in conversation with a Black person, me being autistic, I know, like, I've had to mask in this community my entire life. Side note, when people in the community discover that they're on this spectrum, late diagnosed, I see a lot of videos saying that it is dangerous for Black people to, reveal them true selves. And I always want Black people to go a little further and admit why that is. But the truth is, we mask for our safety within the community, because if you do not show that you are going with the wave, it can be dangerous for you. And that is the truth. White people are not coming to our community going, are you a little different? If you're a little different, I'm gonna fuck your life up. It's Black people doing it to each other. So I bring that up to say I've learned over the years how to join in these conversations just to keep people from targeting me, even though I don't care about them. I've learned that's the part of my masking. I know how to speak to Black women. I know how to, bring up P. Diddy in conversation right now. I can tell you, I've been on the job, and every time I would come into work and there were Black women on the job, you can almost guess what they wanted to talk about. The P. Diddy case, right? We understand that is going on in the news right now, but it's what people want to talk about. Not only do people want to talk about it, they want you to agree with the rhetoric. That's the culture again. When you're supposed to have the same understanding as everyone in the culture about it. So I find that if I'm talking to a Black man about it, you already know they take the stance. Cassie was doing this for so long. She, it seemed like she liked it because the men hate us. Y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all don't want to listen to me. Fine. They don't care about protecting you. So they come to you with the conversation and they force feed you rhetoric that you don't identify with really. But as Black women, whether you're on the spectrum or not, you also have to mask and be like, true, because like she was in there for a long time, and you know what else? I think his mama got something to do with it. So, like, I know the rhetoric. So for me to stay low, if I wanted to, which I don't do that any longer. I just be quiet so I can stay safe, or I leave, But if I was younger and I went to join the conversation, I would just have to agree with the men and say, it's sad. And one thing I hear people talk about all the time, or the thing that is said in conversation about P. Diddy is, that's crazy how, if he was doing it, how he get away with it so long. Because culture is a beast. That's the answer. Because if you tell on P. Diddy, hell, you can't even tell on your supervisor. You can't even tell on your supervisor if he's fucking all of the fucking subordinates. Number one, because Black people don't think it's anything wrong with destroying young women's lives. That's culture. Taking them from their destiny and their potential at young ages to over-sexualize them. The whole community will watch men do this. And I know, I started dating younger, legal, men well in their 20s. And I wasn't allowed to do that because I was a woman. But culturally, men are allowed to date significantly younger. Nobody says anything. Not only are they allowed to date significantly younger, they can cheat on these women. They can have wives and cheat on their wives with younger women. And we blame the women. They can be in their fucking pushing 50 and date somebody who's 19. And everybody's like, that's a blessing, girl. Y'all make a cute couple. This is culture. This is the toxic culture that I'm talking about. So anyway, I say all this to say, I woke up this morning on my For You page, and I saw that somebody called CPS on the little girl, Ms Shirley. First of all, why is her name Ms Shirley? I didn't know that was her name. I did see the girl with the fan. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'll put a video here. So you can see. Somebody called CPS on her. I did see that there was a man claiming that he called CPS on her. I don't believe that. Like I told you guys, the dog whistle for Black women is black. And when men say black, you're supposed to do the work. This is why, and I'm talking to all the white women who keep sending me videos to support Black men because you don't like my rhetoric. You're telling me to support people and push content for you or for them when they wouldn't push it for us. I'm just even, balancing. I'm balancing the playing field. If I sent a video about a Black woman getting murdered to a Black man and say, share this, they most likely won't. I'm not going to go any further to explain that to you. I don't care. Stop sending me that shit. Number two, He jumped on the bandwagon. I don't think he called CPS. These niggas don't know how to do shit for themselves. You know, and if he did, it was purely because of his hatred for women. Black men don't really like women. They're not taught to like women. Use women, benefit from women, yes. But he saw that somebody called CPS and he made a video and jumped on the bandwagon and said, yeah, I did it. No, you don't even look like you get up and brush your teeth in the morning, sir. Anyway, so whoever called CPS on there, I completely agree that she was being over-sexualized. And I brought up that in the beginning. I know I went on a kind of a tangent, but I brought up the line dancing in the beginning because it had become ridiculous. I don't even know these people's names. Hopefully I'm saying it wrong, but the white girl, I don't know if she's J Barbie.
Yeah, okay. Whoa, okay.
And y'all have been literally standing in crowds recording this white girl doing this dance. I kind of do understand. I don't identify with it, so I'm not, you know. And then y'all see the originator who does it. She don't even do it like that. Then you got the other lady who's has the outfits with the shorts on one side and the long pants on one side. And everybody got to be. I don't even want to do the dance because it's so over. It's so dramatic. It's so overly sexualized. And y'all want to call that culture. You want to call that putting your stamp on it.
In the contract, that's where it is. Don't be a country girl.
And then you get little girls to do it. You're creating a dance that I just thought this immediately. You're creating a dance that causes you to whine basically the entire dance, slowly gyrate. You put yourself in a position to compete with white women, because now I see white women making videos competing with y'all because that's what y'all wanted. Y'all like that kind of shit.
I'm banging my head on a window. I can see me slamming that last couch, got glasses and everything in my.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not culture at all. But you doing the dance. You know little girls are going to copy the dance because culture is a beast. I just think black people need to be a little bit more thoughtful and responsible. But I just thought that was funny that everybody calls CPS on this little girl, but nobody's calling CPS on everything else that's happening, because it's all happening. I just made a video yesterday about Aretha Franklin and the what is it? It's like a series on Tubi. The lady just commented it. It's called, damn it, I can't even think of it. But it's like an anthology of Aretha Franklin. And, you know, in that movie, it showed like that type of environment. Her 12 years old drinking, everybody going, you gone, girl. It's literally a scene in that movie where everybody's surrounding her. Like, that drink tastes good, don't it?
Do you feel different inside? Like everything's moving faster?
I don't know. Mama says when you don't get your monthly, you have a baby.
You know how you get a baby? Who did this to you? A boy at school?
What's that?
I might have a baby inside me.
How you know?
She hasn't had a monthly, and I feel a bump. Son, what in God's name happened?
Road is a wild place, Mama.
Giving her a drink at 12, she gets pregnant. She's in a hotel. She's watching her father in a brothel type of, like, what's happening? But this is black culture, and this is what needs to be spoken on. And I love the fact, if I'm going to end it on any note, I'm going to say I love the fact that you guys are being a little bit more honest about what you're seeing. Now, I don't think you need to be selective. I do think that there's a part of the women making videos about this little girl who are making it because of their natural state of beefing with other women. I do think that plays a role in it, because if you saw a man, let's just use Lil Boosie, for example, he's out of line.
Man, there's a gristle over here, man. Man, this man is a gristle over here, man.
Out of line, but y'all love him. He's the uncle of the community. I would never claim that nigga. I would never claim that disgusting ass nigga. I'm sorry. The things that I've seen him talk about online and that y'all support, it is flabbergasting and mind-boggling to me how you can call CPS on her, which I agree with, but you can't call CPS on Boosie. But y'all don't agree with me when I say that y'all worship men and you hate each other. You're confidently making content about this woman because you're used to beefing with other women. You're used to being disgusting to other women. Now I need you to get used to calling the men out. Call the men